Hello and welcome to this lecture, and in this lecture we will start creating the e-commerce website. So for this lecture we are going to go ahead and set up the virtual environment and create a Django project, as well as create the app inside our Django project. So you're already familiar with the process of actually creating a project, so this might sound a lot simpler to you. So what you can do is that you can go ahead, first of all, create a folder called as ecom, and in there you can install the virtual environment, and you can name that virtual environment as ecom env, and then you can activate that virtual environment, install Django in that environment, and create a Django project named as ecom site, and then create an app which is called as shop inside that particular project. So you can go ahead and try that on your own, but for some of the students who have difficulty creating these or have some confusion, you can follow along. So what I have done here is that I have created a folder called as ecom, and I've opened it up in Visual Studio Code, and I've opened up the terminal here. So let's navigate to desktop/ecom, and in here, first thing which we do is that we need to go ahead and create a virtual environment. So virtual environment is already installed, so I'll type in virtual env, and let's name this environment as ecom env. So once you go ahead and hit enter, as you can see, it's actually going to set up the virtual environment for us. So now once the virtual environment is set up, if you see over here in this folder, we have ecom env. So let's cd into ecom env, and now let's type in source bin/activate. So now the virtual environment is activated. Let's switch back to our folder, which is ecom, and in here the very first thing which we do is that we install Django. So pip install Django, and that's going to install Django for us. So now once Django is installed, we create a project by typing in Django admin start project, and let's say we are going to name this thing as ecom site. Hit enter, and now if we see over here, we have the ecom site project, and then you cd into the ecom site, and here you create an app. So you type in Django admin start app, and we are going to call our app as shop. Hit enter, and that app is going to be created for you. So now if you go back to Visual Studio Code, as you can see, we have the ecom site and we have shop over here. So we have the ecom site, the multiple files related to ecom site, and we have shop and its files as well in their respective directories. So that means we have successfully set up the project, we have successfully created the app as well. So now the final thing which we need to do is that we need to go into the settings.py file, which is this file right here, and in the installed apps we just have to name our app in here. So I need to type in shop, give a comma, save the code, and we are good to go. So we are done creating the Django project as well as setting up the app. So in the next lecture we will go ahead and we will create a model called as products, so that we will be able to store some products onto our e-commerce website. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.